Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello guys, this is Netrapchand. Welcome to my mathematics class. Okay, let's see the today's topic. Today's topic is interval. Interval, and I will tell you about the interval. And today you will know what is interval and types of intervals. We'll discuss, and then I will tell you the one question based on your intervals, right? I will take one question how to find out, okay, A union B intersection B, A minus B, B minus A, if we have questions on intervals, right? Okay, so first of all, let's know about the interval. Uh, Interval, let me make one real line. Let's suppose, okay, this is here A and B. A and B are real numbers, says that A is less than B. Okay, is less than B. That's why I have written on the left side of a B. Okay, so this is called your real line. Alright, now interval. So how we can define the interval? Means set of all points between A and B on a real line is called interval. It's called your interval. Set up, see very carefully. A set of all points between A and B on a real line is called your interval. Interval may contain or may not, okay, may or you can write down, okay, may not, may or may not contain endpoints. That is okay. A and B. These are called endpoints of an interval, right? These are okay. You are in interval, okay? Endpoints may or may not contain, right? Your set of all points between A and B on a real line is called your interval, right? So you know, right, on a real line every point represents real number, right? So you can say the set of all real numbers, right, between A and B is called your interval. All right, so this is the definition of interval. Set of all points between A and B on a real line is called your interval. Interval may or may not contain endpoints. Okay, A and B are called the endpoints. A is your left endpoint, B is called your right endpoint. Endpoints. These are called, okay, endpoints, right? So according to the containing or not containing the endpoint, we have divided, okay, intervals in four types. Okay, we have, okay, four types of intervals here. In types of intervals, we can write down, we have four types of interval, right? Generally we have four types of intervals. Now I'm going to tell you the types of intervals. And one more thing, interval is represented by, okay, denoted by I. I means, okay, interval, and this is called your endpoint. So you can say the left endpoint. This is called your right endpoint. All right. So B is your left hand, B is your right end point, and A is called your left end point. Okay, these are called the endpoints of an interval. Okay, so interval is denoted by I. Now, according to the containing, not containing the endpoints of an interval, we have divided intervals in four types. We have four types of interval. Number one, we have, okay, number one, okay, left, okay, sorry, open interval. Open interval. Number two, closed interval. Number three, left open, or you can say, or right closed interval. Number 4, left open. Now you can say right open, or you may say left closed interval. Interval. We have 4 types of interval, right? 4 types of interval. And number 1, open interval, closed interval, or left open interval, and right open intervals. Now, if you have any confusion, so don't worry, I'm going to explain, okay, these all types of intervals, okay? All right. Uh, Firstly, let's move into the open interval. Open interval, according to the definition of open interval, not containing, simple, an interval not containing both endpoints. Okay, this way you can memorize. So an interval not containing both endpoints is called your open interval. Open interval is denoted by like this way, a comma. We symbolically we can represent like x as that. Okay, a less than x less than b. We can say here x means okay real number, set of the all real numbers between a and b. These are only okay extreme points. A and b are not an interval, but all real numbers between a and b. And if I say okay 1 comma 2, this means okay this is an open interval. Symbolically we can write down x 1 less than x less than 2. So what state this? Okay, real numbers, set of all real numbers between 1 and 2, right? Between 1 and 2. Well, so if you have a question why we are taking here 1 and 2 if we have not to include, because okay immediately 1, okay, after immediately 1 you can't tell okay which one real number you will take. Okay, this is the problem. Okay, if you think okay 1.01 and then you can 1, there is also a real number between 1 and 0.01, right? So any two real number you can suppose there exists another real number, as we know in a dense property of the real number. So that's why okay 1 and 2 represents as a, your extreme points, right? These are okay endpoints of the real number. 1 is not here, 2 is also not here, but between 1 and 2 all real numbers are here, right? This is also set okay which is represented in terms of interval. So one interval, open interval of 1 and 2 means x as that 1 in okay set builder form you can say, or symbolically 1 less than x less than 2 means x is the element of this set, so which lie between 1 and 2. So all okay except 1 and 2 all real numbers, right? X represents all real numbers between 1 and 2. As we know there are infinite real numbers, right? 1 and 2. So this is an open interval and we can show a number line. See, so a, let's suppose a left hand point okay is, I'm going to show this on a real number line, a and b is here. We make okay a open circle, hollow circle you can say, okay empty circle we can make here, and this represent okay this diagram on real line, this represents your AB open interval, right? This is an open interval. Now I think you understood, right, how to represent okay open interval. We use okay we write down the left hand point and the right hand point okay inside a small bracket separated by comma. This is called your okay open interval, okay, and in term of order period you can say that represent your open interval. Okay, so meaning is different to okay interval, all right? Okay, not like okay order pair. In order pair okay first element and second element, all right, but in so this is an interval, so here meaning okay between a and b all real numbers we have, right? Okay, so represents all real number. this interval. Okay, open interval now understood. Okay, not containing both endpoints, right? Now closed interval. Okay, yeah, just opposite of this, you can say containing both endpoints. That is okay, A and B. If A and A is the left hand point, B is right hand point, then your counting starts from A. Alright. And ends at B. Now I'm going to erase this one. Closed interval. So this is the definition of closed interval. Means an interval containing both endpoints. I've written by Swinhofer, right? So not okay. Sorry, containing both endpoints. This closed interval is represented by this okay represented by a comma b and closed by a big brackets, right? Big brackets, and inside builder form or symbolically we can write down a less than or equal to x less than equal to b. So what is that? Okay, your counting starts with a and ends at b. So here, okay, all real numbers, right? All we have, okay, this interval states that, okay, we have all real numbers from a to b. Yeah, all real numbers between a and b, including a and b, including both endpoints, right? So on real number, if I write down, okay, 2 comma 3, so what is that? Okay, x says that, okay, 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. So our counting starts from 2. 2 is in this interval, 3 is also in this interval, and all real numbers between 2 and 3 are also in this interval. Okay, so I think now clear. On real number line we represent like this way. This is a here, okay, dark point, okay, or dark circle we make here. Here also dark circle we make. Dark means, okay, here if there is a dark point on a real line, this means, okay, this is included uh, an interval. Okay, so this shade means all real numbers between A and B. Dark circles show these point are also, right, in this interval, and this is called your closed interval, right? So now I think you understood a closed interval. What is the difference between a small bracket and a big bracket? If you use, okay, small, this means open interval. If we use, okay, closed bracket, this means, okay, sorry, big brackets, then this shows your closed interval, right? So containing both endpoints. Now I think you understood left open. Now okay, you can generalize. Okay, now you can make, okay, concept yourself, okay, to define left open interval and right open interval. So I'm going to, okay, left open interval means left open not containing left hand point but containing a right end point. So clear? Left open interval. So an interval not containing left hand point but containing right hand point is called your left open interval. And symbolically, okay, this is represented by like this way. Left open A comma B here. On the left side we have to make the small bracket, left hand point we have to enclose by a small bracket, and the right hand point we have to enclose by big bracket. So this is called your left open, or you can say right closed interval also, right? It doesn't matter, okay, either you can say the left open interval, this one, or you may say the right closed interval. Inside builder form, okay, this is equal to x says that a less than x less than equal to b. In this case, okay, your counting doesn't start from a because this is not in this interval, and ends at b, but ends at b. Last number will be b. We are sure, okay. All right. So now you understood this is a left open or a right closed interval. On real line, we can make, okay, here on the left, for left hand point we will make empty circle. For right hand point we will make, okay, dark circle, and this means, okay, right, is not in this interval but b is in this interval, right? So you're okay. here this shows okay we have okay all real numbers between a and b including b but not a. All right, so similarly you can I think okay uh, define this right open interval. Right open interval means okay not containing right endpoint, right endpoint, but containing a left endpoint. All right, so left hand means okay right open means okay right endpoint is not containing but left endpoint is okay so left endpoint interval containing the left endpoint, right? An interval not containing right hand point but containing left hand point is called your right open or a left closed interval, you can say. So we can represent like this way right open and left closed, okay, and like this way. Left hand point is enclosed by a big bracket and the right hand point enclosed by your small bracket, or which is equal to in set beta format such that a less than or equal to here equal to also less than b, we can represent right like this way. Now I think you understood this is your okay right open or left closed interval. All right, so now I think you understood so interval and four types of interval. Let me just summarize, okay. Interval, your if a and b set of all points between a and b, right, on a real number line is called your interval. Interval is represented by, denoted by I. Interval is denoted by I, and an interval may or may not contain your endpoints, okay, and B are called your endpoints, okay. On the basis of containing or not containing, we have four types of intervals, right? As I have written here, open interval, closed interval, left open, and right open. So very simple. Open interval not containing endpoints, closed interval containing both endpoints. Left open means okay, left not containing containing right endpoints. Right open means okay, not containing right endpoint, but right okay endpoint but containing left endpoint is called your right open or a left closed interval. Now I think you have no any doubt. If you have a doubt, don't hesitate to ask a question. All right, now I'm going to tell you how to find out okay, A union B intersection B, A minus B, B minus A, because here A and B are in terms of intervals, right? A is a set, B is a set, okay. This is also called okay an intervals, right? A and B are the intervals here. One interval, this one is left your okay. So this interval okay left close or right open interval. This one is open interval, right? Here okay minus 3 counting starts from minus 3 but it does not end at 2, and here okay in this interval means minus 2 and 3 are not the element of this set, right? So okay, except okay minus 2 and 3 all real numbers are there, right? Okay, so now I'm going to tell you this one, right? And before solving this question, let me tell you the something about the intervals. And if I write it like this way, x is less than, like this way, if I write okay x less than 3 less than equal to 4, this means okay x belongs to, also you write down 3 comma 4, okay. And if I write okay like this way, okay 3 less than x less than 4, so this means okay x belongs to your 3 comma 4 open interval. All right, and now if you have a 3 less than equal to x and less than equal to 4, you will write down okay like this way also, 3 comma 4. If you have a 3 less than x less than equal to 4, you may write down okay here, so like this way, or you can write down here x, because x belongs to, you may write down x belongs to, like this way you may write down okay. So yeah, 3 here open interval and 4 here okay open okay, small bracket you need to use here, and here close bracket you need to use here. This is a left open or a right close, this one is a left close or a right open interval. All right, and now if we have x greater than or equal to 3, x greater than or equal to 3, means okay, all values you have greater than 3. So you may write down, okay, x belongs to 3 to infinity. All right, if you have simply x greater than 3, then you may write down, okay, you may write down, okay, x belongs to 3, okay, small bracket, 3 to infinity. With infinity, always we use, okay, small bracket, right? Infinity is enclosed by a small bracket. This is only just symbol, not an real number, right? Okay, and let me write down, okay, less than equal to 5. Okay, all values of x, all, okay, all values of x are less than equal to 5. Less than, okay, left hand side means minus infinity. X belongs to, okay, minus infinity, and here, okay, minus infinity to 5. All right, so this is called your left, okay, or right closed interval, right? Okay, and I think now you understood, right? If you have x less than, okay, 10, then, okay, minus x belongs to, because of the left of 10, okay, up to minus infinity, and here 10 open interval, right, with 10. This is the open interval, minus infinity to 10. And one more thing, okay, interval, on in an interval, okay, small one is written on the left side, and number and greater number on the right side, okay, and 4 comma 3, this is wrong, okay, in interval, and 4 comma 3, this is wrong, okay, right? So this wrong representation, 3 comma 4, this is an open interval between, so, and 3 comma 4 closed interval. But you can't write down, okay, 4 comma 3 or 4 comma 3, or you may write down, okay, 5 comma minus infinity. If you try to write down like this way, this is also wrong, okay. In an interval, okay, your left hand point is smaller than the right hand point, right? Should be smaller than the right hand point. Now I think you understood how to represent the interval, right? How to write down, okay, interval in different cases. Now I'm going to tell you these questions. Very simple. All right. So see, let's see the solution. Uh, your first all parts I will tell you here. Here a is equal to minus 3 comma 2. You will write down, okay, in set beta form, minus 3 less than equal to 3 less than equal to 2, right? And b is equal to minus 2 comma 3, which is written in set beta form like this way, minus 2 less than x less than 3. Now no problem, let's start, okay, first, right? First part, we have to find out a union b. A union b means of, okay, left closed interval of minus 3 and 2, union your open interval of minus 2 and 3, right? Open interval whose endpoints are minus 2 and 3 is equal to, you may write down like this way, minus 3 less than equal to x less than 2, and union x less than minus 2 less than x less than 3. Now you have no problem. Now we have to tell, okay, what will come in union. So let me draw firstly real line. On real line represent both graphs, okay, it will be easy to 0 or negative 1, negative 2 up to negative 3, because we have, and 1 2 3, because on the right hand side we have also 3 here. Okay, so in this interval, negative 3 left closed interval, this one, so we have to make, okay, here dark circle, and 2 is not included. Here you have to make empty circle. Okay, here, okay, firstly a, so like this way you can write down, this is your a, all right, and here let's draw for b, empty circle, and for 3 here also empty circle, because this is your open interval. Now this is your b. All right, now a union b means we have to take, okay, from here, so just shade, okay, right? So a union b, right? As we have a definition for a union b, x says that x belongs to a or x belongs to b. All right, So as we know, okay, A union B definition, X says that okay, X belongs to A or X belongs to B. So all will come here without repetition, these elements. Alright, so minus 3 to 3. We can write down X as then minus 3. Here is a dark circle and here is empty. So you will keep the same. Alright. Now finally you can write down in interval form, okay, minus 3 comma 3. This is your A union B. This shaded portion represents your A union B. Now I think you have no problem, okay. Now second one, second again A union B, same thing you will write down, okay, let me write down, sorry, here intersection minus 3 comma 2, intersection minus 2 comma 3, we can write down, okay, inside with form, minus 3 less than equal to negative 3, x less than 2, intersection x as the negative 2 less than x less than 3. Sometimes I say minus, ignore that, okay, actually negative 2 we have to relate. And okay, now what will come? If you draw the graph, it will be easy to you understand. So let's draw again for this. Okay, here negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to draw for A firstly, and here this is A, and now I'm going to draw for B empty circle, here also empty circle. This is your B. As we know A intersection B, what is the definition of intersection B? X says that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Means set of elements that belong to both A and B. So both A and B, this portion, this is the portion for both A and B, right? But in both, okay, minus 2 and 2 are not included, right? So we can write down, it's very easy, x is minus 3 less than x less than 2. So simple. If you draw, okay, diagram, you can understand very easily. So you're gonna get, okay, interval, open interval whose endpoints are minus 3 and 2. This is A intersection B. So simple, and in easy way you are going to get. I don't so think you have a problem. So as I found, the most of the students struggle in these two. Okay, so let me tell you. A minus B, but actually, okay, not so difficult. Now let's move into third part of the first question. A minus B, minus 3 comma 2, negative 2, and minus negative 2 comma 3. So let's write down inside bit of form, x is that minus 3 less than equal to x less than 2, minus x is that negative 2 less than x less than 3. Now okay, so let's draw for this. Also 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's draw. I'm drawing for A interval, this one, dark, and here empty circle. This is your left closed interval A, and B is this one, and here also this is a empty circle, right? Empty circle. Now we have to A minus B possible. Let's see the definition. Okay, what is your A minus B? X is that x belongs to A and x does not belongs to B. This is the definition of A minus B. X says that x belongs to A and x does not belong to B. Alright, so this is the definition of A minus B in set builder form. Now using this definition we have to write down here what will come, right? Elements of A which are not belonging to B, right? So see a minus b. So as you know, the minus 2, this is not in b, right? This is of b. Minus 2 minus 3 here, empty. But minus 2 is also an element of a, because a is from here to here, right? Here to here, but b is okay from here to here, but except my negative 2 and 3. So that's why what will come here, they see, okay, very carefully, not writing, okay. So this will come, this will, oh, this will come, okay. Alright, see, very carefully. This will also come. This is the negative 2 is also element of A, but not the element of B. So according to the definition of A minus B, x says that x belongs to A and x does not belong to B. Alright. So here, okay, students generally they see just here dark, here empty. They write down according to these two symbols, right? These two circles result. Okay, that's why they do wrong. So now I think you will not have any problem after watching this video. X less than or equal to, x less than or equal to negative 2, here equal to, right? So you will have, okay, negative 3 comma negative 2. So this is a closed interval. A minus b is your closed interval of minus 3 and minus 2, means whose endpoints are minus 3 and negative 3 and negative 2. Alright, now you have no any problem. Now you understood, right? So b minus a also you can find out, but what is your definition for b minus a? X says that x belongs to b and x does not belongs to a. Now I think you can find out for this, okay? For you for practice. I hope now you can get the answers of this question. If you have any problem, you can write down in comment box and you can discuss about this question. And if you want to verify, you can write down, okay, answer in comment box. If you are sure, then no need to write down, okay. If you are newcomer, please subscribe and share this video and ask your friends to subscribe this channel. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.